Signs that you might have social phobia. You are not alone. We have tips for you that will help you feel better. Hi everyone, this is me, Jyotika Bedi, founder of Happiness is Love. Each day we have tens and hundreds of social interactions, don't we? Whether you're walking by someone on the sidewalk, ordering a cup of coffee, calling about a utility bill, or talking with a co-worker, these interactions have a huge impact on your day and on our well-being. If you're one of those 7% of people living with social anxiety or social phobia, these interactions can make daily life extremely taxing. I feel you. Your feelings are valid and we can do something about it. You may find yourself analyzing every word, every conversation, every minute gesture you've made, and then you keep overthinking and ruminating about other person's reaction to you. Many people with social anxiety endure this pain quietly for years before really seeking out help. If the following 5 signs apply to you and your life, you should consider reaching out. And we at Happiness is Love are here for you. We care and we are here to help you feel better. Number 1, you fear social interactions. Individuals with social anxiety fear being judged or evaluated negatively by others. Each social interaction is another chance for a potential misstep, and oftentimes the individual subconsciously declares these interactions as failure even before they begin. During social interactions, individuals with this condition may worry about saying the wrong thing, using the wrong word, sounding dumb, or how they look or appear to others. The fear can make it nearly impossible to make even a small chit-chat or make even simple eye contact with the other person a daunting task. Number 2, people often label you as shy, quiet, or even withdrawn. Because of these behavioral symptoms you experience, others may perceive you to be withdrawn, shy, and label you as quiet. Although individuals with social anxiety often long for companionship and connection, social anxiety usually makes them feel isolated or lonely. Number 3, you experience situational distress. I did too. When confronted with certain social triggers, you usually experience significant distress. Common situations that might trigger fear in you might include being teased, criticized, being introduced to others by being put down, being the center of attention, being watched or observed while you do something, meeting people in authority position, and meeting someone's gaze, to just name a few. Number 4, your fear is accompanied by physical and emotional symptoms. Along with the fear that you experience, you may also experience symptoms like rapid heartbeat, blushing, nervousness, excessive sweating, dry mouth or even throat, trembling, muscle twitches, troubling catching your breath, and even lightheadedness. This happened to me as well. Number 5, you avoid typical social situation. Avoidance behavior is often a good indicator that something is wrong. People with social anxiety who start to avoid making eye contact, initiating social conversations, avoid places like restaurants or parties, or eating in front of others should consider this as a major sign, a major red flag for you to take action, for you to do something about it. Social anxiety can be debilitating to live with, and it is very, you feel helpless, you feel hopeless. There are cognitive behavioral therapies which are extremely successful for helping individuals with social anxiety get rid of their unhealthy thoughts and core beliefs and develop strategies for conquering their fears. And I took CBT as well, and it's helped me profoundly. Everyone gets nervous in certain social situations. Let's put it out there. It's normal. But if you have social anxiety or social phobia, which is excessive, which impacts your everyday functionality and is a challenge, you might feel that this is hurting your self-confidence. You feel self-conscious and scared that other people in social interaction may be judging you, and you then suffer from very low self-esteem. But what I want to tell you is, don't let this fear keep you from living the life to your fullest. There are ways to deal with this social anxiety. There are 7 tips and techniques that will help you feel better that we have curated for you. And you will realize that sometimes people need to seek help in order to deal with that anxiety, and you are not alone. Your feelings are valid and it's time for you to take action. The fact that you're watching this video really means that you care about your well-being, you care about your growth, you care about your happiness. So what are these techniques? Very simple. Number one, start with your breath. Anxiety can cause changes in your body that make you feel very uncomfortable. Even for me, before I started making these videos, I would feel super nervous. I would feel so anxious and self-conscious that I started to practice inhale positivity and exhale gratitude. For example, your breathing gets fast and shallow. This happens when we are anxious. This can make you even more anxious. So you might feel tensed and dizzy and suffocated. All of this is normal, but there are techniques that will help you slow your breath, manage your anxiety, and just try these simple steps that I apply and they help me hugely. Sit down in a comfortable position with your back straight. Relax your shoulders. Put one hand on your belly and the other on your chest. Breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. The other hand in your belly, and then feel your chest rise. Then exhale slowly through your nose for about 6 seconds. Breathe in for 4 seconds and exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat this several times until you start to feel relaxed. The message that you're sending your body is all is okay. You are okay. It's okay to feel anxious. It's okay to feel nervous. At that moment, all you need to tell yourself is this feels uncomfortable, but I will be okay. And breathing helps rewire your brain. So I'm challenging you, start in those moments when you're frustrated, when you're feeling angry, when you're feeling nervous, start to deep breathe and you will see your body and your mind change and shift hugely. Number two, try exercising or progressive muscle relaxation. We all know exercising is helpful. We all know we should exercise. This is not new knowledge. But why? Why is it important? Because exercising helps us in beating our anxiety. This morning before I had to make this video, I exercised for 25 minutes because I knew that I will be facing nervousness when I make this video. So what is the best antidote to my anxiety? Exercise, because it helps me boost my self-confidence. It helps me boost my self-esteem and makes me feel good. And I know that I can then do this. Progressive muscle relaxation can help us too. This means flexing and releasing groups of your muscles in your body and keeping your attention on the feeling of the release. And yoga is one powerful way to calm down. We are so overworked, our mind is always on overscheduling mode and it's on overdrive. How do you feel a sense of release? And yoga and deep breathing have really helped me in lowering my blood pressure, and it's helped me boost my self-esteem and lower my anxiety. In fact, just one class can improve your mood and anxiety, and you can start small, but that small step, that one step that you take will have a big impact on lowering your anxiety. So do the work, take action, and you will see the magic. Number three, prepare. Plan ahead for social situations that make you nervous and help you become more confident. Tomorrow, I'm addressing almost 500 students at the university, and I know it's overwhelming. It is nervousing. I feel nervous. It is something that I feel anxious about. But again, I have planned for it. I have prepared for it. In my mind, I have visualized me standing in front of this audience, deep breathing, telling myself that I got this, and I feel more self-confident. You might feel the urge to avoid such circumstances and situations that involve interacting with others, and you feel anxious. Your feelings are valid. Feel the fear, feel the anxiety, but take action anyways. You have to try to prepare for what's to come. Focus on what you can control, which is how you show up, your energy. For example, if you're going on a first date and you're scared, you will have nothing in common. Try reading magazines and newspapers to find a new topic to talk about. See videos on self-confidence and how to beat, again, you're seeing a video on how to overcome your social anxiety. Read content on it. Give your mind that protein, that education and the information that helps you feel that I'm not alone. If you're going to a party or a work function that triggers symptoms in you, in your body and your mind, do some relaxation, calm yourself down, and prepare by 2 or 3 tips that you can use to just go and engage. Maybe start by just smiling at the other person, asking open-ended questions, asking about what interests the other person, because believe me, people love to talk. All we need to do is overcome our fear by just asking them few questions that will make the other person talk. It'll take the spotlight away from you, and guess what will happen? The other person will feel that you are interested in them, and they will be interested in you, and it'll take the attention away from how you feel you are looking, or whether you're looking dumb or stupid, or how conscious you are, to the other person. Believe me, it's a very, very powerful technique, and I use it all the time because I'm in the business of helping people build better bonds, build better relationships, work on their interpersonal skills. This is one thing I challenge all my clients to do. Go and talk to that one person by just smiling at that person, number one. Number two, ask open-ended questions so that the other person feels engaged, the other person feels you're interested in them. You don't have to do most of the talking. And number three, make sure that you also engage in the conversation by sharing things that you like, because it has to be a conversation between two people where it has to be engaging for both. This takes training, it takes practice. It's like a muscle. The more you will flex it, the more practice. It's a skill. The more practice you do, the better you will become at it. Number four, start small. Make small promises to yourself. What do self-confident people have in common? They have one thing in common. They keep promises that they make to themselves. They follow through on goals and challenges that they set for themselves. Start small, but start now. Don't jump into big social situations. Schedule restaurant meals with one friend or one family member that you feel comfortable with. Once you overcome the anxiety and fear with that one person, your mind will tell you, I can do this. I got this. Try going out of your way to make eye contact with people on the street or at the grocery store, and just try by saying hi. And believe me, people are waiting for someone to smile at them. The minute you will say hi or give somebody a high five, you will get a positive response. If someone starts a conversation with you, ask them about their hobbies, their places to travel. You can build bigger activities as you keep getting more and more comfortable. It's really the small steps, small actions, small promises, small thoughts to tell yourself, I got this. I want to do this. What's holding me back? It's the fear. Do it with the fear. It's okay to feel the anxiety, but take action anyways. Be patient with yourself. It takes time and practice to tackle social anxiety. You don't have to face your biggest fears right away. If you take on too much too soon, you actually won't be motivated to take on more action. So the best way is start small, but start now. Number 5, take the focus off yourself. Try shifting your attention to what's happening around you instead of what's happening in your head, because we tend to only live in our head. 99% of the problems actually exist not because the problem is so hard, it's because how we think about the problem. That is the most important part. How are you thinking about the problem? What are those thoughts that are holding you back? I can't do this. This is too hard. I'm giving up. Instead of, I got this. I can do this. I'm feeling the fear, but I'll take action anyways. When you challenge yourself and you overcome those fears by taking action, that's where you build more social, that's when you build more social confidence. That's when you build more self-esteem. So try shifting your attention to what's happening around you than just being in your head. You can do this by really listening to the conversations that are happening around you, or remind yourself that other people probably can't tell how anxious you are just by looking at you. People appreciate when others act with kindness and are interested. So focus on being present. Focus on being a good listener so that other people are wanting to engage with you. Number 6, talk back to those negative thoughts. Like I said, don't make a to-do list. Make a thought list. A list that is holding you back. You're having trouble taking action is because of those thoughts. I can't do this. What's the point? It's too much hard work. I don't want to do this. I'm not ready. Challenge those thoughts. Change those thoughts to, I am ready. This feels hard. This feels difficult. I'm feeling the fear, but I'm going to take action anyways. I am ready. I'm going to do this. And I'm rooting for you because I know you got this. You can do this. These thoughts might be about people or situations, and they may even be automatic. Our automatic thoughts they're called ants. Our automatic thoughts are negative. We have to do the hard work to catch, check, and challenge those thoughts. Most of these thoughts are not right. They're not facts, but they can cause you to misread things like people's facial expressions. This could lead you to assume that people are thinking worse things about you. One way to do this is simply to use pen and paper. Think of all those negative thoughts you have in a specific situation. Write them down. Write down positive thoughts that challenge those negative thoughts. For example, a negative thought could be, this situation just makes me so anxious. I won't be able to deal with it. Okay, fair enough. This is what happens to most of us. Challenge it. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling nervous, but I've always gotten through it. I've done it in the past. I'll do my best to focus on the positive aspects of this experience. Let's say you have an experience which is not so positive, but is there something you can learn from it? Can you do something differently next time? How can you grow from this experience instead of telling yourself, see, this was useless. This was not worth it. It's too much hard work. It's easy to be in our comfort zone, but real growth really begins from us getting out of our comfort zone. It's from us pushing ourselves, challenging ourselves, because nobody is coming to rescue you. You are responsible for setting those small goals and small challenges that will propel you, that will make you tell yourself, I did it. And it's constant, it's work in progress. It requires conscious effort, daily practice, and your commitment. Lastly, use your senses: sight, sound, smell, touch, and taste. Your senses can help you calm down in moments when you're feeling anxious. For some people, just looking at a photograph or smelling a certain scent can just do the trick. For me, if I want to ground myself, let's say my mind has gone on overdrive and I'm overthinking about my upcoming event, I ground myself. I use techniques by just focusing my attention on 3 things that I can see in front of me. For instance, I have books that I love in front of me, so when my mind is gone on overdrive, I just focus my attention on looking at those books. Or I have beautiful plants around me. I look at those plants and I smell the perfume or fragrance that I've put in my room, and then I start to touch. If I'm wearing a t-shirt or I'm wearing a shawl, or I just touch the table that I'm working on. What these simple techniques do is that they bring my attention to the present moment. So instead of focusing on things which I cannot control because I'm living too much in the future and feeling anxious and fearful about something I cannot control, I force my mind to focus on the present by looking at things around me, by touching things around me, by smelling things, by focusing on, let's say there are birds chirping right now. I can hear birds chirping outside my room. So when all our senses are in harmony, that's when we calm down. The reason why there is so much stress and anxiety is because we're always multitasking. We are not focusing on one thing. We're communicating by messaging someone, trying to listen to somebody, give instructions to another person. That's where we're all a mess. We need to train ourselves to focus on the present moment and not keep living either in the past or in the future. This is what helps trick your mind. The next time you start to feel anxious about a social situation, try listening to your favorite song. Try chewing on your favorite piece of gum or snuggling with your pet. These are very simple techniques but are very, very powerful. They'll help you rewire your brain. And like I said, you are not alone in this journey. We all feel anxious, and that's why we have to do the work of building more social confidence by again challenging ourselves, getting out of our comfort zone and doing the work by taking action. The fact that you are watching this video means you're ready for action. So I am rooting for you. I'm cheering for you. We have your back. At Happiness is Love, we help you be your bestest version. If you're struggling with any aspect of your life, whether it's at work or at home, we are here for you. We care deeply about your happiness and your well-being because we believe that only when we build ourselves, build each other, can we hope to build a better future generation. I hope this video was useful to you. Please comment. Keep smiling, keep shining, and keep inspiring. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and press the notification so that you can hear from us. Thank you. Goodbye from me.